UvaldeRadio.net. Good evening. It's Robert Miguel. We are getting ready for a fun-filled weekend, and we're kicking it off all right now with Friday Night Live. We're live at Broadway 830 at 100 East Main Street in beautiful downtown Uvalde. So if you are in Uvalde proper or in the surrounding areas, you have got time. You got an hour to get on out here and enjoy some great live Texas music. Tonight's special guest is Sabrina Estevez.
Oh,
y'all make some noise.
Thank you.
For Sabrina. One of my very first crushes was Sabrina. Wasn't that the witch on
Yes.
Bewitched? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the...
I can kind of wiggle minutes.
Whoa, that was nice. That was cute. Too bad this ain't
I've been
TV.
working on that my whole life.
Yeah, I'm sure you hear that more, the reference. And the funny thing is that I haven't even thought of that show ever since that terrible Will Smith movie. Oh, my Lord. They've just been, that group of people has been ruining movies for like decades now. I don't know why they let people reimagine.
Reboot, yeah.
Great TV shows, turn them into garbage
leave
movies.
them alone.
You know, Dukes of Hazzard, We're Looking at You. The A-Team, looking at you too, ruining my childhood. But yeah, so Sabrina, you're in from San Antonio. You guys were here nice and early, so traffic either traffic wasn't that bad, or you guys got on the horse early.
We hauled out at I think 3:45.
Oh,
yeah.
good. That's
I just
good
want to
time.
make sure we had plenty of time. So.
Well, we are so grateful that you made the trip down to San Antonio, especially since. You know, I think gas prices spiked like 30 cents in the last 24 hours.
Sure
or
did.
so.
I was
crazy,
like, what's
right?
going on? And we had to gas up a little bit before we came.
So as I always want to tell you, I mean, I know you guys aren't that far away, but we absolutely appreciate you guys making a trip on down here. I know that, you know, it's the economy's not such that it's just easy to drop and, you know, go somewhere. And I'm sure you can play a gig and get paid more and be in front of more people.
We're excited to be here, so I appreciate you having me, truly.
And this is your Uvalde debut, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is. Yes, it is. Yes.
So do you have any history in Uvalde? Do you know anybody? Have you rode through?
I mean, I've ridden through, but no, I don't know anyone who lives here. Well, except for you.
Oh, there you go. That's
so
one.
I have you.
One.
Yes. So
another kids show they ruined.
Yeah. Right.
Sesame Street.
But but my grandfather took us all over Texas when I was younger. Every Sunday we went driving, and so that was kind of a ritual that we would do. We'd go. My dad would pick me, or I was with my dad, and we'd go pick up my grandfather, and we'd drive all over Texas. So.
Do you think people still do that? So is that a Latino thing? So first of all, my mom and dad did that too. I learned later on when I put two and two together that that's just what you do when you're broke.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You can afford some gas money. You don't really want it. But we would take road trips. We'd just drive around. My dad would be like, you know what? Let's get in the car. And I'll just we would just drive around. And we enjoyed it. We listened to tunes. We talked. You know, we sang songs sometimes. It was really actually great memories. But I realized we didn't really spend much money. But it was kind of like a night out. And I'm thinking now that I've been a dad for many years now, I'm realizing sometimes you just need to get out of the house.
Right.
You know, because you go.
I never thought about that. You're right.
Yeah. I mean,
we were poor and I didn't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's true.
I've always been no bones about it. I don't think we were poor. I think we were just, you know, we got by, you know.
No, for sure. And I remember getting a box of chicken, and we'd like literally drive out to the beach and then come back and we'd eat our chicken on the beach. So yeah. I mean, we should do that. I should do that.
Is that poor? Is that good or poor etiquette? I mean, eating chicken on the beach.
I mean, it's probably not like proper English etiquette. It's Texas etiquette.
If you walk by somebody, them.
Yeah.
I mean, they can bones. It's kind of like
I know,
chicken's
right? Well,
weird.
Plus you got sand all it, but we did it.
Yeah.
And then I mean, we've done the sandwiches too, and you put those Doritos in your sandwich.
So my mom, we were in Southwest Texas. So what's tacos? You know, we got tacos, and they're easy, they're portable.
Yeah.
And they're not too messy. I mean, especially if you got the flour and maybe some beans. They kind of it kind of makes its own little pouch thing.
I don't know why we did the chicken.
Is not on the road.
Oh, and then you have, like I said, the sand all over your. I don't know why we did it, but we did.
Already off to a great. Who knows what here with Sabrina Estevez here. Give me the name of you got a band.
I do. So my supporting band is the Blue Feather Band.
Blue Feather Band.
Yes.
Now explain the name of the band.
So we've gone through a lot of names. I formed the band, several years ago, and so Blue Feather. My aunt, who's passed on now, used to call me Little Feather, and so she was Big Feather, and my grandfather always my grandfather on my maternal side always said that we were part of Cherokee. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Oh, don't you hate it whenever you find out things that we're like folklore? It's like, oh, your mom and dad, you lied to me.
Well, I know stuff with Ancestry, so I'm hoping to get some answers. But the point was, she always called me Little Feather, and so I knew that I wanted feather in it somehow. And then when I looked up what blue feathers represent, it was just about peace and tranquility. And I was like, that's how I try to live my life. And I just thought that
you
was
definitely
really
put off that vibe.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad.
Cool.
Thanks.
And Blue Feather, it does. It sounds kind of southwestern, but it also sounds kind of hippy dippy
Yeah.
at the same time. So it kind of fits what you do, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
That's awesome. So as far as the group in the band, so these aren't hired guns. These are, I mean, they're actually your band,
Correct.
so to
yes.
speak.
So we have our core, and this is Miss Charlie Ruth.
See, Charlie Beer, welcome, Charlie.
Yeah.
Say something real quick. Let's do the quick interview. Charlie,
Here
how
I
long have you
am.
been working with Sabrina?
It's been almost like 6 months now,
Wow.
7 months. Yeah.
And so how did you guys meet?
I can't remember.
Uh-oh.
I think it was like Craigslist or something.
Wow.
It was Facebook. Okay.
I mean, that's about as organic as it happens anymore, right?
Right.
So, yeah, very cool. And your experience has been pretty good?
Oh yeah.
So
It's a great place to work.
What is your role? Are you lead guitar, acoustic guitar? What do we call you officially?
So right now I'm the only guitar in the band.
Okay,
so
right. The guitar.
I'm kind of doing lead and rhythm and imitating a pedal steel and doing all kinds of things.
Nice, I like
Yeah.
that. All right, very good. And when you're not with Sabrina, what do you do, like IRL in real life or like on the side?
I'm teaching music.
Cool.
And so yeah.
All right, so where do you gig out of, like personal, like private lessons, or
Teaching
do you
privately.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Giving
you
lessons.
must be pretty good then, huh?
I do all right.
How
Yeah.
long have you been playing?
It's been about 20 years now.
Wow, 20.
Yeah.
You don't look like you've been playing 20 years.
Well,
You don't look
thank
old
you.
enough. So fantastic. Well, that is cool. And Sabrina, tell us about the rest of the band. Who else is here? Who else is
So
Charlie
I have
here?
Ryan Brem. He's my bass player, and we had the night off tonight. We don't get a lot of weekends off because we stay pretty busy. So he has taken off to go up, I don't know, up north somewhere to do something fun tonight, and so he's out. And then I've got Andres Salvador, and he's my drummer.
Ooh,
and so it's just
a cool
us.
name.
Yeah,
I wish I
right?
could change my name to Andres
I know,
Salvador.
Andres.
I would get all the ladies
Just-
by default. If I had that name. What's your name? Andres Salvador.
Andres Salvador.
I would roll both R's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Effectively. So okay, cool. Who else? Anybody else in the band?
No, that's it. And
Cool.
then my husband Charlie. I mean, he's our sound guy.
Two
so-
Charlies.
Yeah, I have two Charlie. Well, and then I've got a little Charlie. I've got a little puppy who's Charlie as
What?
well, Charlie Jr. It's
That's a whole lot of Chucks.
There's a lot of chugs. And so he does our sound and setup and everything. He's just amazing. He's my support.
I like him. He
So-
seems like the strong, silent type.
Yes.
I think that's
Yeah.
good. Lets you do your thing
He
and
does.
supports you, breaks the back for
Absolutely.
you. Awesome. So obviously you're married.
I am.
Do you have kids? You know,
I've got
you
a
have a family
tribe.
kind of thing? Really?
But no. Well, I do. But just from his side, my side, we married later, and then this is my daughter. I brought my
As
daughter.
they call blended families,
yes, blended
or
family.
Brady bunches, as we would say in the old days.
Brady bunch. Yes. And so there's how many? There's 5.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a whole
So
lot of
he-
people. So you brought one with you.
I
What's
did.
her
So
name?
this is Madison, and
Okay.
she is a drummer enthusiast.
Wow.
Loves drums. So we take her out to shows, and we take her to support other musicians. And the drummers are just, that's who she runs to. She wants to meet the drummers, and they're just great. And always, letting her get up there and hit around a little bit and give her drumsticks and yeah.
And how about the other ones? What are the ages of the
So,
other ones?
gosh,
you don't say
I was like,
ages.
if I tell you ages, that
That
tells you who I
does
am.
not be a very. I'm not going to be like that.
5 years, 12, and 3. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's different. And they're bigger, older
They're
than that.
all
but-
1-year-old. They're triplets.
Right, exactly.
No, you don't have to go anywhere else because I forgot I'm speaking to a lady here, and I do try to be courteous and old-fashioned like that.
appreciate that.
But so obviously you've got we've talked about your grandparents already twice in the conversation. We mentioned all your
know.
tribe of kids, so you seem like a very family-oriented
Very
lady.
much, very much.
So how do you afford the time to be a musician? Do you work another
man.
day? A lot of independent artists work daytime gigs. Is that what you do, or do you do this full time?
I do. Well, I do
like full-time,
both. I do
part-time?
both full time actually. So I've been blessed that I started my own company in 2015. I provide day services for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Oh, cool.
And so through that, I worked multiple jobs. To support that business. And 2 years ago, I quit, left corporate America, and have done my business full time.
Isn't that a great feeling?
It was scary. I cried.
Yeah.
I mean, for like 3 months, I was like, do I do it? Do I not do it? It was very scary, but it's been amazing. It's
Yeah.
been amazing. So
It's hard to go back. I mean,
I don't want
having
to.
a boss.
It
you know,
is,
it's
yeah.
weird.
I really don't want to.
Yeah.
And so, thankfully, the business has been surviving sufficiently on its own for 2 years without my supplementing it through my other income, and that has allowed me to then really work hard with music. And so. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I mean, we're like I said, we're working most weekends and evenings as much as we can.
So now you've got a new single on Texas radio. It's called Vintage, and we've been
Yes.
playing it for a while now. It's a great tune. There's a good buzz in the Texas country industry about this song and about you. Is this your first major push to radio?
Yes, it is.
So, what was the impetus? What was the deciding factor that made you, again, like you said, leave corporate America and decide to go not only do music on the weekends and do as much as you can, but get in a studio, invest money in a
Yes.
recording, and then it does take some money to actually promote the record too.
Absolutely.
What was it that gave you the encouragement to go ahead and say you were going to go and do this?
Yeah, it's been my childhood dream. Charlie and I actually knew each other. My husband Charlie and I knew each other back in elementary school, and I'd asked him to run away to Tennessee with me back then.
Wow.
And so now he's running away with me all over Texas.
So he's known the dream his whole life.
Yeah.
He's already known.
Yeah.
Very good.
And so now that, I'm just a little bit more mature in age, I have my own business. A year ago, we went to TCMA Awards. And
those are so fun. We love
it
them.
was awesome. It was amazing. And then we went to the TCMA Awards, and I just fell in love. And I was like, I mean, I've been playing for
Right.
years, but I said, you know what, Charlie, let's do this. Like, let's really go for it. Let's do it. And he was
Because
like,
you get to see the industry on display.
Yes.
You see people kind of hustling and kind of pressing the flesh, and it's really infectious. It really is.
It really is.
It makes me, as a radio programmer, want to be better at what I do, because you see these people, they're doing great things, and it's also just such a awesome, unique family to get into as well.
Right.
You're going to find so many great people in
Yes.
Texas country.
And
so.
I did immediately up in Dallas when we were up there for the awards. I met a gal that's working real hard up there. Am I allowed to drop names? Or not?
Sure, of course,
Her
yeah.
name's Shelly Ballinger.
Okay.
Hi, girl. But she needed a seat. We were at a bar. And I was like, well, sit next to me. And then she just introduced me to a lot of women, Sarah Hobbs, and a lot of the women that are up there, Brie Bagwell, and all of them. And it was beautiful. And they were
Yeah.
just so warm and welcoming. And it was just like, hey. And it just made me want to push that much harder. And so when we got back to San Antonio, we said, let's get serious. Let's do this. Because like I said, we've been playing for years, but not really doing anything seriously. And so I've been writing music and everything, but we went ahead and went with Vintage. I did not write that one, but it was shopped to me, and I loved it, and I thought it was beautiful, and I said, let's do this. And Chris Harbach, I work with her, and she loved it and believed in it, and that gave me the
It is a beautiful
courage.
song, and I can't think of anybody else doing it besides you. I mean,
Oh, thank you.
I mean, your voice is perfect on it. So, let's go into it. We've been talking about it. We're going to come back. We'll talk about the song.
Okay.
But meanwhile, we'll just go ahead and play it.
Okay.
Again, it's in rotation here on Uvalde Radio. You can probably hear it live. You can play it tonight live?
Yeah,
here? Okay.
sure.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on down here live with Sabrina Estevez tonight from 7 to 10 p.m. on the Broadway 830 Outdoor Courtyard. Free show. Just come on out to the patio. Maybe order some beer and some pizza. Have a good time. The weather's actually pretty nice by Southwest Texas standards. This is actually pretty
Got a
nice
nice
and cool.
breeze going,
Yeah,
so
some
it is
breeze going on.
nice.
And if it gets a little worse, there's the Big Ass Fan over there to our left.
Indeed.
And that's the brand name, Big Ass Fan.
Oh, I do see that.
Yeah.
It does say that.
It comes up every week because it's a great fan. We love it. I'm
Love
a fan
it.
of the fan. So we'll turn that on if we need to,
Okay.
but not too loud. But yeah, y'all check this out. This is Sabrina Estevez with one called Vintage. You'll see it live tonight here at Broadway 830. This is Friday Night Live, and this is UvaldeRadio.net.
Moving too fast, so we gotta slow things down. No need to go out on the town. Let's stay right here and kick it old school, like back in the day when we were brand new. Let's do what we used to do tonight. Let's stuff that bottle of wine that's been sitting since way back when, baby. Let's go back in time and have nothing on old country songs from George Strait to Jones while we're slow dancing in the kitchen. Tonight let's be vintage. the TV, have their phones, leave nothing to do, babe. Turn each other on. Let's throw back, go back, 'cause honey, it's been too long. Tonight, let's dust off that bottle of wine that's been sitting since way back when, baby. Let's go back in time and have nothing on. Old country songs, from George Strait to Jones, while we're slow dancing in the kitchen. Tonight, let's be vintage. Since way back when, baby, let's go back in time and have nothing on. Old country songs, from George Strait to Jones, while we're still dancing in the kitchen. While we're still dancing in the kitchen. Tonight, let's be vintage. Tonight, let's be vintage. Oh, oh. Tonight, let's be vintage.
UvaldeRadio.net. This is Friday Night Live. That was Sabrina Estevez with a new song called Vintage. Great vocals. The arrangement is just kind of simple and pure and awesome. So let's talk all about Vintage. Again, we got Sabrina Estevez live here at Broadway 830. The show is tonight from 7 to 10. If you're here locally or in the surrounding areas, you do have time to get on down here to downtown Uvalde. Enjoy some delicious artisan pizza, cold beer, and great live Texas music on the patio here at Broadway. So, Sabrina,
Yes.
you mentioned Vintage. You didn't write it, but it was shopped to you.
Correct.
So somebody wrote that amazing song and
Yes.
decided that your voice was the one they wanted to have it on.
Yes.
So first of all,
well,
that is a compliment, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Well, so Sarah O'Connor wrote it, and I don't know her personally or anything, but I think it's a beautiful, beautiful song. And so
I thought you said Sarah Connor, like
No.
Sarah Connor.
No.
Have you
Sarah
seen
O'Connor.
this boy?
Yeah.
You will write this song. You will record this song, Sabrina.
I love your voices. It makes sense you're in
It's the
radio.
only
I was
voice
like,
I've got.
do
The
you
only-
do voiceovers?
The only voice I do, is Mickey from Rocky. You know, crap thunder, spit lightning, crap thunder. Can't even do it. But you know, the Rocky Balboa guy.
Yeah.
The coach guy, Mickey.
I love it.
I can't do it.
Well, you know, after I've had a little drink or so in me, I shouldn't probably say that, but I will say it.
Are you
I
kidding?
do think that I'm from like New York or something. I saw it
waitress,
saying like that.
Shots over here, shots. Yeah.
So I've got some friends that are from Buffalo, and I'm always, you know, they always make fun of me because I don't know where some alter ego comes out.
So I wonder if Yankees, as
So
we
we
like
got
to
off
call
track,
them,
but yeah.
I wonder if it's as funny when we try to talk like them as it is when like white people try to talk like Hispanics.
Probably.
Have you ever heard like the white people that when they're in a group of Latinos, like they start talking like, hey, they say it like they put this weird affectation on their voice. I'm like, what are you working with construction workers? I mean,
right.
all of a sudden
And you're like, we don't all speak like that.
yeah, what's going on with that?
Orale, we don't all speak like that.
So crazy.
No,
It's
but
the way
yeah.
it is. Anyway, Vintage.
Sorry, right back to
written by
Vintage.
not by Sarah Connor,
Yes,
but
Sarah
written by Sarah
O'Connor.
O'Connor. And so she gave it to you, and how'd that go?
And so, it was great. And so, you know, it's just all through email. I mean, everything is just digital now. So it was like, hey, you know, yes. And so, you know, doing everything, the licensing, everything just over the internet. And so it is getting some love, and I love that. And I do love the words about it. I do love the simplicity of it. I was nervous to debut release, you know, so I was like, I don't know, because everyone, you know, people say, well, you really should have a faster song.
It's very intimate. It's very raw. And you're leaving yourself very open to your voice is almost, because the arrangement's so simple, it's almost naked. So vulnerable, I think, is the word for that, because, you know, you're leaving everybody up to really, but at the same time, it works, and it's showcasing what a great vocalist you
Thank
are.
you.
So,
I appreciate
and I think
that.
that's why, because if a lesser vocalist did it, it would be like, yikes, that's terrible, you know?
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
So what did did she send you a scratch track or like a demo? What did
Demo.
that sound
I got
like?
a demo, yeah.
And how much different is it from what you originally heard?
It was a demo that came through, so that obviously, you know, a demo singer was
Did
singing
Shout
it.
Okano?
No, I don't remember who the demo singer is,
Okay.
but it was a demo singer, and
It's like Siri AI voice.
yeah, but no, she was a beautiful, beautiful voice actually.
Okay.
And so I took what she did, and you know, one thing is that my grandfather, again on my maternal side, I keep bringing up my grandparents,
Hey,
but
nothing wrong with
they
that.
must be with us this evening in the breeze. And but he was a mariachi singer, and I remember at 15 was like, you have to feel the song, you feel it,
That's
you
awesome.
know. And so he would make me redo a song over and over until he felt what I was singing.
Wow.
And so I do that a lot, and sometimes, you know, I probably overdo it, but on this one I just kind of took what she was doing, which was already beautiful, and I just feel like I just kind of added more of me and how I felt with the lyrics, and I think that came out.
Now,
So-
personally, as far as the lyrics, because the lyrics are awesome for any person that's kind of a bit of an audiophile, a fan of music, or, you know, country music genre, I think you can relate to it. How did those lyrics resonate with you at first listen? Were you like, wow, that's me, or did you have to find? I guess did you have to?
No, I think almost immediately, because you know, when you're looking for material that you didn't write, and we kind of talked about this. Charlie and I a couple weeks ago, you know, it goes very quick. You're like, nope, next. I don't like that. That's not the sound. I mean, it can happen very fast, but I don't know. It was something just resonated with me, and I think because we are such a digital world, and she's talking about, or I'm talking about in the song. You know, like turning off the TV, put the phone away. And those are things that we haven't, you know, conversations all the time. Like we're at dinner and I'm like, okay, put your phone away. You know, we don't have phones at dinner, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a beautiful song about just slowing down a minute and let's go back old school. Let's take a ride, you know?
Get in the car,
You're talking
kids.
about
Let's do
rides
this thing.
too, yeah.
Bring some fried chicken. Let's go.
Exactly. Head to the beach with that fried
It is
chicken.
a wonderful song. Again, we got Sabrina Estevez here. Her new single is called Vintage. We got another track that you got me. I don't know if it's like bootleg or something like that. And then we got Charlie over here with the guitar.
Yes,
so maybe we'll get some
yes.
live stuff out of you.
Yes.
But first of all, let's before we get into that, let's talk about the recording process on Vintage. Where did you record it? Who was the engineers?
Sure.
And
So
what was
Stone
that
Creek,
like?
Stone Creek, out in Bandera or Helotes, Texas, is where I recorded it, and the tracks were sent in from I want to say from Nashville, but I can't remember exactly where. So again, all digitals. It was, studio musicians did it. Then I got the tracks, and then we took the tracks into Stone Creek, where then we went and I laid down the vocals, and the engineer on that is. Josh, I can't remember his last name at the moment. Josh is going to kill me, but he was amazing, you know. And so really, it was just he and I, and then we brought in a gal to help with the background vocals, and then Chris Harbach went in there with me, and we kind of, you know, just talked about how we wanted to have some of the sound and where we wanted to, you know, how we just wanted to manipulate what was already laid down. And so it was really nice. It was because I got to be producer.
Sure, it sounds like you were in there for the entire process.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and so I loved that, and I love that, and I was there with Moonshine as well. I did a different studio with Moonshine, and I went and I produced that as well. So it's been nice to actually be on that side of it. And then when I brought in the background vocalist, it was kind of cool to be like, no, not like that. I want it like this, you know, because as a singer, we get told that a lot. Like, no,
Sure.
you know, you need to be doing it like this or whatever. And so to be on the kind of director seat, if you will, you know, or the producer seat, really, it was cool. I was like, ooh, that's nice, you know.
Now you weren't too hard on her, right?
No, and she had a beautiful voice. I loved her voice. I'm always kind of the cheerleader for people.
You're like, hey, don't sing better than me, lady.
No,
Come
not
on, you're
that.
just
No,
background lady. Come on now.
Not at all.
Know your spot here.
No, I was like, it was just beautiful. Do more of that. Actually, I did ask for, you know, I was like, let's bring up her vocals a little more in the mix, you know. So no,
that's nice.
absolutely.
Fantastic. So, well, it's a pleasure to have you here in Uvalde. So again, we got Sabrina Estevez here live at Broadway 830 tonight. Charlie's here on guitar,
Yes.
and well, you know what? Let's. What you rather? You want to do a little live number here for us, or do you want to do Moonshine Jar?
Let's do Moonshine Jar.
Do Moonshine Jar.
Yeah.
So this is like.
And then we'll talk about that.
I literally just downloaded this right now. So is this something that's available on? Is it streaming?
It's
Is that
on
what it is?
streaming on
Okay.
all platforms. I didn't take it to radio. We might re-record it with my current band members and maybe change it up just a little bit because we can do that. I wrote it. I did write this song, and I sent you a little clip about what the song was about. But if you want to play it, then we can talk about that, or do you want me to tell you about it now?
Let's
Whatever.
go play it now, then we'll review it and talk
Okay,
all about it. Okay.
cool.
So again, this is Sabrina Estevez. The song is called Moonshine Jar, and you're hearing it right here on UvaldeRadio.net.
Broken hearts walk through these doors, drag through hell saying please no more. But as we danced you spun me around, I thought I was the luckiest girl in town. Thought forever it was us two. Well, so much for the stars and moon. Falling back down to earth, trying to find my self-worth. And I find these are the moments that help me find my spine. I got too much to live for, ain't got no time down on the bathroom floor. But you might find me at that bar, healing this heart from a moonshine jar. It's not that you were all that bad. Oh, who am I kidding? Gaslighting was a huge red flag. Well, you ain't never gonna change. That's why I had to walk away. Got me a new tattoo to go with my new attitude. If the bartender asks what went wrong, oh honey, just pour 'em strong and crank up those country songs. And I find these are the moments that help me find my spine. I got too much to live for, ain't got no time down on the bathroom floor. But you might find me at that bar, healing this heart from a moonshine jar. Or you might find me at that bar, healing this heart from a moonshine jar. Moonshine jar. Moonshine jar.
UvaldeRadio.net. This is Friday Night Live. We're at Broadway 830, 100 East Main Street in downtown Uvalde. Broadway 830 is one of the family of restaurants here in Uvalde, owned by Skyway Entertainment. They've also got Uvalde Rexall down the street, the Local Fix and Local Fix on the go. Don't forget about Hangar 6 Air Cafe. And they've got the Sweet Live Candy Shop and Arcade. A lot of great locations in Uvalde to go check out. Bring the family for lots of fun. Great dining. And tonight, we are live at Broadway 830 for Friday Night Live. You just heard a new song called Moonshine Jar by Sabrina Estevez, and Sabrina's here from San Antonio performing for the first time in Uvalde, so we're excited to have her hitting the patio at 7 p.m. tonight. Sabrina's here to talk to us about her music and just kind of what's going on in life. Tell us about Moonshine Jar. What's going on there?
Okay, so Moonshine Jar. I really like this song. I mean, hopefully, your listeners liked it as well, and everyone live, people have really liked it. The people that follow us are like, we love that song. So Moonshine Jar. We had just come back from Tennessee. Charlie and I went up there, and we had done moonshine tastings, and so moonshine was just like I was
Now,
all about
Charlie,
it.
Charlie, or Charlie?
Charlie did the husband, Charlie. I know. I'll say
She's
Charlie
only been a man
Ruth.
6 months. I was like, this, crank this out quick.
Well, that's right. I said, how do you want me to call you, Charlie? So I call her Charlie Ruth when we're like all together, and
Okay,
then
gotcha.
Charlie's my husband, Charlie. And so, anywho, so moonshine was just, we were drinking a lot of it.
So
I was
in
like, ooh.
Tennessee, moonshine. First of all, is that like a thing? I've never heard of actual. I mean, I know they now distill. Now they put moonshine in fancy bottles now. That's kind of been a trend here for a while. But so they're just doing a tasting.
Yeah, so like wine. You know how we have wine bars here? They have moonshine bars.
Moonshine. They have legit moonshine bars.
Yeah,
There's
and
enough moonshine on the market to have a moonshine bar.
Yeah.
That is news to me.
So yes, there's a brand, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say that
Well,
brand.
of course you are,
It's
yeah.
El Smoky. I think it's not El Smoky. It's just Smoky. I think.
Okay.
Old Smoky.
Old Smoky,
I put
okay.
a Spanish part to it.
Old Smoky.
El Smoky. No, Old Smoky. Which, when I went up there, I thought it was like unique to Tennessee, right? I'm like, heck yeah, we got to try it. And then, anyway, I found out they sell it
It's
just
everywhere.
a mile. Yeah, who knew?
It's a 7-Eleven of moonshines.
I know, but they have the moonshine tastings, and so we went and they line them up, and they make you take them fast. My belly was burning, whatever, but we brought some home with us. It was fun. So it was just on my mind a lot. And then someone close to me was going through a breakup, and I said, girl, we don't have time to be down on the bathroom floor. I was like, let's have some moonshine. And so it just was like, that's a great line. And then it just kind of evolved from that. So it's about her breakup and...
Just a good old drinking breakup song.
Yeah. I was like, why not?
So, I mean, getting back to the moonshine, I mean, are you a fan of moonshine? Or is
I
that
am actually.
So now you actually
I
like
am. They have like all kinds of different flavors. I mean, I'm not trying to like kill my stomach. I mean, I don't go like for the hardcore, just straight
it seems like
moonshine.
moonshine's kind of harsh, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is. But I tend to, when I have a little giggle water, it's usually I like whiskeys and things like that. So
I'm a whiskey guy too,
Yeah.
and I mean, I've had moonshine a couple of times, and it just always tasted like rubbing alcohol.
you gotta have the good ones. Like
Yeah,
there's apple pie, and then there's like a strawberry shortcake flavor, and then there's a blue one that's our favorite, and it's like raspberry something. It's great.
But isn't it considered like a lower quality alcohol, like liquor?
Well, maybe, but
Kind of like the mezcal of like, you know what I mean? I don't.
it's the Mad Dog 50-50. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I was saying it's the Boone's Farm of liquor.
Right. I mean, I don't know, but I honestly
People-
don't know.
all
But
I'm
you know
saying
what?
is
It makes you feel good.
They will
and it's
market
fun.
and gussy anything up these
Yeah.
days. I mean, I remember when Corona was like piss water beer.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I mean, it was
yeah.
like that's
well,
what.
that's true. And now they've got the beautiful long legs in the sand, and
Hey, that's crazy. Now they call it an import. It used to
Right.
be like cheap beer that we got from across the border, you know.
Right,
And people forget, I've had this conversation before. We put here in Southwest Texas, we put salt and lime in the beer. It's not because it's trendy. It's because it tastes like crap. And you do it to make it taste better. People forget that.
This is
Then
true.
you got all these white folk up,
I'm not a beer person.
people putting this stuff up there. I'm like, do you want it dressed? Well, heck yeah, I want it dressed. It's a Mexican beer. It tastes like garbage. But anyway, I'm going to have to give moonshine another chance. But
do it. Well, we'll get together again. I'll bring some next time.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. So again, we got Sabrina Estevez here. Charlie's also here. Charlie Ruth, and she's got the guitar. You guys want to go do a song?
Yeah,
And then we'll talk more
sure.
about whatever you guys got planned up. So
Yeah.
just gather around here, and I'll turn my mic around to you. You can share.
Okay.
But again, live here at Broadway 309 for Friday Night Live, the debut performance by Sabrina Estevez and Charlie here. So y'all take it away and go live here.
Okay. This is one of my favorites. This old highway's getting longer. It seems there ain't no end in sight. To sleep would be best, but I just can't afford to rest. I gotta ride in Denver tomorrow night. I called the house, but no one answered. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept the woman holding on this long. And the white light's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All the cards are on the table with no waste left in the
I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old.
Yeah, all right. Once again, that's Sabrina Estevez and Charlie Ruth here
Yes.
live at Broadway 830. Again, 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde. If you're here, Uvalde local, you got time to get on down here and check out some great live music. So a little cover there.
Yeah,
and
I love Garth Brooks.
love Garth.
I
yeah.
love Garth.
Well,
And-
yeah. I just wish you'd shut up about politics these days.
I know.
Ticks me off all the time.
I've been a little controversial lately because I've been still singing his stuff and Miranda's, and I'm like, you know what? It's just good music. I'm staying out of the
Miranda
politics.
honestly,
stuff.
I'm one of those people that kind of defended Miranda on that whole selfie thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but you know, there's different types of there's different shows.
Sure.
She's doing a ballad.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of more of an intimate kind of those people are close up, man.
Yeah.
Just get, like we were talking about, get off your phones, enjoy the show. I mean,
yeah.
maybe take a couple, but don't make a big production. We don't need to see your 6-girl selfie. You know, and the fact that they wanted to put Miranda as like a backdrop, that's a little insulting, right? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree as far as it is so hard when you're trying to do a beautiful song, you know, and I think she was a writer on Bluebird, I think is the song she was
Yeah.
trying to do. And, you know, it's like, can you just, you know, give me a moment and let me do this, you know, because you're trying to get into the moment and deliver, you know, and
Yeah.
so there's some theatrics to it, but you want to feel it and then you want your crowd to feel it, and it's hard when a commotion like that, because it looks like a pretty big photo, probably with a nice
Yeah.
big flash and all of that, you know.
Well, and
they're
it seemed like it was a pretty
standing.
well lit arena too.
Right,
like it was
right.
like open lighting. It wasn't like a dark where you can kind of get away with some stuff in
Right.
the dark too. But anyway, I mean that's got catch-22 because then now she's a jerk for like calling him out and
Right,
not being appreciative
well,
and
but
blah
you know
blah blah.
what? I mean, the girl who's complaining is an influencer, so it's doing great for her career.
I
so
guess
there's
so.
that. You
So
know,
she owes Miranda
yeah.
some,
So I mean,
a little bit of those residuals or something like
Exactly.
that. But great job on
Oh,
the cover
thanks,
song.
thanks.
And so for the live shows, what do you guys typically do as far as a balance between originals and cover songs? What's the average show
so we
look like?
talked about that. We were saying, you know, we want to, as we expand out, we want to start doing. You know, I think you put out a percentage today. She's like, I'd like to do 25% originals, you know, and so we're not there yet. Right now, I would say 97% is covers, and we've
Okay.
got, you know, the rest of it just our originals, because, you know, I'm writing and I'm slow at writing, and and so
Go at your pace.
You know,
do what
yeah,
you do, right?
but you know, I go into the studio on Monday. I've got a couple more songs that I want to work on, and then I've got some originals, which we can, you know, throw out. Another slow one if you want. I've got a ballad, but we've got some.
So how much original material like do you have? Whether I guess that's kind of ready to go and like show ready.
What do you think? I'm thinking 4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you, but you know what?
Almost an EP, right?
and so that, and you know, people appreciate cover songs they know. So
Yeah.
you know, and then you know, once they show their love and admiration, then you throw out the original stuff, and that's
Right.
how you get where you're going. Yeah.
Exactly.
Fantastic. So whenever you walk into a gig and you're again primarily doing cover songs, you get brave enough to do that original song. The reception pretty good. Feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, it does. It really does. We play Moonshine at every show, so we'll do it again tonight. And that one, it's more upbeat, and so it is
Yeah.
kind of more of that kind of bar anthem song, and people really have received it well on the live audiences. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited about that. And so yeah, it's nice when they like it, or they'll dance to something. You know, when I think we did a Love That Was Wrong. It's a waltz, and we got some people up dancing, and I was like, oh, this is wonderful, you know, because it makes you feel like, okay, my stuff is, you know, comparable or you know.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah,
comparable.
when people will dance to your stuff and they don't even know it.
Right.
Really, that's
Right.
that's a high honor for sure. So as far as the plans for the future, do you see yourself being your own primary songwriter, or do you feel like you're going to do more recording like vintage other songs?
I think it might be a mix.
A mix?
You know, I want to make sure that whatever it is I'm releasing, because I do, you know, want to categorize myself as a singer-songwriter. I do take pride in what I write, but that doesn't mean that's always the best stuff, you
Sure.
know? And I want to put out good stuff. I want to put out stuff that even
Well,
that hits
you're still
me.
new at this. You got to prove yourself too, also.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I think we'll just do a collaboration of it. Yeah.
So as far as the plans, I'm not going to like put you in a microscope and say, hey, 5-year plan, but how do you see all this?
Oh no, something better happen in 5 years.
How do you see all this unfolding in the next few?
Okay. So I've been singing for years, and I've had a band for years, and we've done lots of different things. Wasn't taking anything seriously until, like I said, we went to TCMA last November, and Charlie and I said, let's go for it. And within the year, I mean, we haven't even hit our 1 year mark, and I'm right here with you. So like, this is a huge.
I'm a pretty big deal.
You're a big deal. By the way, I love your profile picture. It's a character.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, look at him. I love it.
My little cartoon guy.
You're a cartoon guy. But anyways, no. So
nobody wants to see this real face. Nobody wants to see that.
I love it. I love it.
Face for radio, as they say.
No, that's not true. You're very handsome.
Well, thank you. Oh, wow. I wasn't even fishing for that. I don't think I was. Maybe subconsciously I was.
Very
You're
handsome.
beautiful, too, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that.
I love you, too.
So Charlie's got a really cool look. I love her look on stage as well. But I forgot what I was saying. I get off track.
Well, we're talking about the 5-year plan.
5-year plan. So
I'm that handsome, guys.
Yes, you made me lose my train of thought. And it's getting hot in here. No, but seriously, I mean, within the year, I mean, we've pushed so hard, and I'm just so proud of the stuff that. And I always say we, and it's the band, but it's also I include the husband in that because man, he's there every night, setting up, tearing down. And all of that good stuff. And so we've just made such progress in less than a year. And so 5 years from now, I mean, I hope to be accepting awards on this TCMA, stage and other award shows. And, I don't have to ever be at the Miranda and Garth level or George Strait level, but if I can make,
Who needs all that drama? Everybody's getting mad at you on Insta.
Right? I thought about, like, I'm just a little tater right now, but as I was standing in my closet, getting ready for a show, I thought, do I really want, like, big fame? I don't know. I just would love to make music, make money, doing it, and support whatever lifestyle we decide to have with the music and just do, because I worked, from a very young age. I left home at 16 and then, was doing all kinds of stuff, raising babies, all that. And so now it's my time and I want to just pursue my dreams. So 5 years from now,
Fantastic.
I better, hopefully, I'm not better, but I hope that I've won some Texas country hearts and
are there any specific dreams, like maybe going on the road with a hero performer or maybe the Grand Ole Opry? Are there certain things that
I don't know if I could, like, my nerves could handle it if I got invited to the Grand Ole Opry. That would be amazing. To be a opener or to even headline my own big concerts. I mean, that absolutely.
Who would you like to go on the road with, for instance? Like, if it was like a wish list of like, hey, I'd like to get, be opening support for like Reba or like Miranda or somebody like that.
I mean, I love Miranda. I do love her. I mean, George Strait would be amazing. He's back out there. That would be that's like a dream. Probably, I would say Miranda and. Thank you so much. Madison brought me some water.
Yeah, well, we need it out here. It's warm.
It is, yeah. Well, and all that talk we were talking about, all our beauties and stuff.
Yes, we are hot in so many ways.
Excuse me. But yeah, in fact, we passed up this place today because we were dreaming. There was a stagecoach bus in front of us, and we were dreaming on our way up here. We were like, oh man, there's our bus. It forgot us. We were talking about that.
I think I saw that. I think it was William Clark Green headed over to House Pasture. I'm pretty sure.
So there it was. And so I was like, there we are. Yeah. So just to be out on the road, even if I'm not opening for anyone, just for us to get out there, is exciting.
Well, man, it's been really cool getting to know you and hearing you play a little live. We're really excited to see you do a full set here.
Thanks.
The songs sound great on the radio, so we just the best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Vintage, hope it has some good legs. Keeps on climbing up the charts.
Thank you. I hope so.
And looking forward to whatever else you push to radio. Any other special gigs coming up in the next few weeks that you want to talk about?
So we will be. Tomorrow we'll be at Crockett Tavern in the just the duo. So it'll be Charlie and I will be downtown in San Antonio,
cool.
And then we are out at Fat Ass next weekend, which is always fun. That's a winery out in Fredericksburg.
Nice.
And so we're getting out there and we're trying to branch out. So
winery, that's a little healthier than the moonshine bars.
Well,
right?
yes, I've stepped it up now. Now I'm not.
Classy dame.
I drink it all though. But yeah, we can be classier,
Now you guys are based in San Antonio, so are there a couple of places maybe where you play regularly, where maybe if somebody in Uvalde is in your neighborhood, where we can maybe better chance to find you?
Yeah, so gosh, well, we just played 151 Saloon Wednesday night, and that was exciting. So I hope to go back there. Where are we regularly in San Antonio?
Drunk on moonshine.
Wetmore, I know. I'm like, where are we regular? Sorry, Wetmore City Limits, Dos Serenos. Gosh, we play all the time, and I wish I had everyone's names with me. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
But yeah,
that's
so,
what websites are for.
Oh, you're right. And I do have a website.
Yes,
Thank
you
you
do.
for
May as well
what a
go
great
segue into that thing. There you go.
SabrinaEstevez.com.
Okay.
And so I put all the shows on there. I think we've got shows out through December, and so you can
Fantastic.
find out where we're going to be and on there.
SabrinaEstevez.com. The new single is called Vintage, and they're performing tonight here. Sabrina and Charlie here at Broadway 830. Again, 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde. I say it every week, guys. You guys know where it is. Come on to downtown and enjoy some pizza, some cold beer, and a beautiful voice and some good old guitar picking over there too.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. She's phenomenal.
You guys got any merch for sale or anything tonight too, or kind of simple?
Kind of simple
Yeah,
tonight.
it's all good.
Yeah.
You got merch on the website?
Not yet.
Not
We're
yet?
in our humble beginnings on the
All right,
merchandise,
that's
but
fine.
we're going to get there.
Well,
Next time I will bring
come
you
out
some
here and
swag.
see Sabrina, and then you can be. We're here in the ground level, the ground floor, right?
Absolutely.
So,
yes.
good stuff. Well, man, again, we really appreciate you making the trip
I
out here.
appreciate you having me.
And we hope that you're having a good time having stopped in Uvalde, because no one ever
Yes.
stops unless they're playing a gig here for us. So, welcome to Uvalde. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you guys getting out here. Again, the website SabrinaEstevez.com. Continue to listen to Vintage on UvaldeRadio.net. And I'm Robert Miguel. Let's go wrap it up here. We're going to get some live music on this patio.
Awesome.
Y'all come out here, grab some beer and some pizza, and we're going to now resume our regular programming on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.